service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC News and Jib Jab Greetings. I'm Bud Lowell, and the full AccuWeather forecast is right across the top of every CNC local news page. The forecast bears looking at. Virtually all of upstate New York is under a flash flood watch Thursday afternoon through Friday afternoon. The National Weather Service says a system moving in from the west will bring showers and thunderstorms from Jamestown all the way through Syracuse starting Thursday afternoon. Rain is likely to become widespread Thursday and early Friday. Some slow-moving torrential downpours could bring local rainfall amounts of 3 inches or greater, which means streamside and low-area flooding. Supporters of same-sex marriage rallied in downtown Rochester Wednesday night to celebrate the U.S. Supreme Court ruling that struck down the Federal Defense of Marriage Act. The case was brought by a New York City woman, Edith Windsor. Windsor's same-sex partner of 42 years died in 2009. Governor Cuomo said he hopes this will be a breakthrough decision that will propel our nation forward. The New York Civil Liberties Union hailed the ruling. The Roman Catholic Diocese of Rochester, however, said it is in accord with the statement of Timothy Cardinal Dolan and the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, which called the ruling a tragedy. It said, in part, the Supreme Court has dealt a profound injustice to the American people by striking down, in part, the Federal Defense of Marriage Act. The court got it wrong. And conservative talk show host Bob Lonsberry posted on Facebook that the ruling is a big loss for the voice of the people and Christian values. Monroe Community College is now the owner of 5 former Kodak office buildings that will become the new MCC downtown campus. The buildings surrounded the original Kodak office tower at State Street and Maury Silver Way. The Monroe County Legislature authorized their purchase by the college for just under $3 million back in February. MCC President Ann Kress and County Executive Maggie Brooks announced completion of the deal and handover of the keys Wednesday afternoon. The college is now shopping around for architectural design services. It hopes to be in the new campus space in 2017. The Genesee County man convicted of systematically raping a pair of teenage sisters over 2 years has been sentenced to serve 100 years to life in prison. Judge Frederick Reed sentenced 42-year-old Michael Lewis in Canandaigua on Wednesday. Lewis was found guilty on 38 counts of predatory sexual assault, rape, and endangering the welfare of a child. These assaults took place in the town of Bloomfield, where Lewis had access to the home of the sisters, who were 12 and 14 at the time this began. Lewis was sentenced in Canandaigua after Judge Reed heard from the victims and from their mother in court. She called Lewis the devil. All charges have been dropped against a Wayne County man who caught 4 young boys vandalizing his father-in-law's house and forced them to wait in a closet while he called the police. Jesse Daniels of Clyde said he heard banging from the house next door to his, went over, and he found the boys bashing the walls and fixtures with hammers and spraying them with paint. He took the hammers and the spray paint away, and he held the boys in a closet while his wife called 911. But a few days later, the sheriff's deputies returned and charged Daniels with endangering the welfare of a child. One of the children's fathers said his son reported being grabbed and threatened with one of the hammers. Daniels denied he did any such thing. The Wayne County District Attorney recommended the charges be dropped. The Galen Town Court did so Wednesday night. Daniels says he believed he acted correctly and he would do the same thing should it happen again. The boys, who are between 8 and 10 years old, are charged with burglary and criminal mischief in family court. Daniels said they did $50,000 worth of damage. The parents who complained said it's far less than that. Working smoke detectors helped save 6 people Wednesday evening when fire tore through a 2-family house on Rochester's west side. Firefighters were called to Cameron Street off Lyle Avenue and found smoke and flames pouring from the house. Additional crews were called in. The fire was under control within about 45 minutes. The Red Cross is assisting the families with alternate housing. The cause is under investigation. Police and rescue agencies spent several hours searching the Erie Canal in Gates Wednesday evening after people reported hearing cries for help that seemed to be coming from the water. Rochester, Gates, and state police joined in the search around the Lyle Avenue Bridge over the canal. About 20 minutes before, a trooper had stopped a driver and found he had a suspended license. While this was going on, a passenger in that car jumped out and ran away. Minutes later, a police officer and a passerby on the bridge both heard the calls for help. Police, fire, and scuba rescue teams searched the canal. A helicopter was brought in. They didn't find anything in the water or on shore, so eventually the search was suspended. Police, however, have not found the man who ran from the traffic stop. They still were not sure Wednesday night if there was actually any connection between these two incidents. To the left of the player window are links to these and other stories. At the bottom of the page, links you can use to post news and information directly to us. Next news podcast is As It Happens. Updates are as necessary. I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.